Both players veterans of this game. Fly made it into the grand final of the regionals in March, was then defeated by only Lin. He is still going for the Blade Master, and if you know how Fly plays, that is very understandably so. Always on the edge, always at the limit. Let's see how if this backfires or lead to success. He's spawning in the bottom left and in the upper right in the blue. We got FoCuS with pretty much the same build.
Yeah, Blade Master here as well. No Farseer, at least on the first map. Farseer, of course, very map dependent. Especially on AZ, we see it quite a bit. On Concealed as well at times, with how hard it can be for the Blade Master to creep. But on Last Refuge, it's wonderful for a Blade. There's 6 claws items on the map, and that's just the small claws. There's also claws +9, there's claws +12, and there's tons of creeps. If you want to go super late game and the game drags out and we're going tier 3, even a third hero could find plenty of creeping opportunities. But we're going to start off with the small ones at the beginning. And the build here is a little different.
Yes.
Fly with an early shop, goes creeping right away, wants to heal up after, whereas FoCuS skips the shop, fast attack, buys a circlet, and makes his way across right away.
This can, of course, backfire a little if you don't get the success early that you need. He has Dust, he has the circlet, as you said. Fly is moving to the left-hand side. He got a claw, and his shop gives him heal selves and the scroll of speed, something that FoCuS can't work with.
Wand of Illusion on Last Refuge especially, amazing. Not just for creeping, but also for pulling out creep camps, especially the Merc camp. Creeping that early can be hugely impactful. But the timing for FoCuS is wonderful. He shows up right away when the burrow is starting. Has to be cancelled instantly. And Fly is going to be stuck on only one burrow, only one grunt for a long time, starting now to also lose peons. The burrow is somewhat far away from the gold mining. So, this is very stressful for Fly right off the bat.
Yeah, that was cool min-maxing here, using the backstab on a peon before attacking the building, because the backstab doesn't work on the building, obviously. And now FoCuS hangs around, would love to have a heal self, but Fly, what did he really accomplish? Experience is the same, he got a circle, but he went out on the map and didn't really do too much, while FoCuS is disrupting the economy, plus the builds. Fly can't even go for another grunt yet, and that will slow down creeping of the Shadowhunter. Oh,
For
he's
too
blocked.
long though, FoCuS has to leave. Wait, is this a block?
Oh,
No, not quite. There's an opening up there. Whoops. Fly kind of forgot about that one. It's gonna be have to be a cancel there. Very annoying early game for Fly, but he knows he has quite some time now. He saw no heal salves on his opponent, so he knows the blade has to go back, has to heal up. That's some space for Fly now to do what he wants. But again, the illusions being so valuable. Keeps track and makes sure that Fly is staying a decent little boy and isn't too brazen.
yeah, this is gonna be a rough game. He was creeping, or he was starting to creep this little null spot, had to abandon this, now finishes the job. Always finish what you started. In the meantime, FoCuS is healing up, regening, builds the Shadowhunter. Tier 2 looks good. It's ahead of Fly, who still has to produce the burrows here, can only in a bit start the Shadowhunter.
Next item. Oh, baby. We saw that earlier from Lin, didn't we? Speed scroll popped. Oh, he's expecting the Merc camp creep, seeing the illusion there. But Merc camp is not happening. That speed scroll, a little wasted. But I guess may as well get some value out of it. Go for the next item. But FoCuS also reading that play. Very nicely done. He saw it, of course, with the grunt. He's going to get the last hit. But item again goes to Fly. Fast fingers from the Chinese. Double gloves, claws, circlet. This Blade Master is going to be scary.
Oh yeah, an absolute beast with all the items on this map. Has to reach a higher level for that. At the moment, only level 2. Can't really roam around as much as he wants to. Fly's waiting for the Shadowhunter, builds a totem. So this is the typical Raider Walker. For FoCuS, we see the same, but everything is a little bit faster.
Yeah, especially for the Raider, we're going to see a big difference here in timing. And later on, could also be the same for Kodo. And we all know how impactful and important that Kodo is in the first big fight. At around 45 to 50, usually we see the first fight in Orc Mirror. Unlikely to see any aggression before this. So it's going to be about creep route. Who's got the better creep route? Who's leveling up quicker? Who's going to get the better items? FoCuS not finding the great one here. Only the Illyria's Flute. That's gonna be a sell.
Yeah, so far, not really lucky. We know this a little differently. Second circlet as well. He almost got a double trifecta on his Blade Master. Of course, he would love some more survivability there as well with an Invo Potion. And that's coming from me, Remo. Can you believe it? Shadowhunter now looking for that big one. Ruined Braces, also one for the shop.
RNGesus stays fair here. 2 bad items for both the players. As, however, FoCuS now finds the ring. The circle was bought, so it's only bad items so far for FoCuS. Quite the unusual sight for us and for him. Not feeling too happy about these drops yet.
Yeah, Fortuna is usually with him. Not here, though. He started off with Well of Illusion, so maybe that was a good one. And now Sentry Ward, so the consumables are good. Maybe he can hope for a big mana at the Ogre.
Blade Master scouting around with that level 2 Windwalk. It's quite easy to do. Acquired now for both. Middle shops also quite valuable. FoCuS might be stealing the Ogre Magi on the left, but Fly is getting the one on the right. Big item for him. Big heal potion. Very nice. But it was no experience for the Shadow. Level 3 Shadowhunter, of course, crucial level up as well in this Ogre.
If Fly wants to... Oh, reveal, thanks to the Watch Award. Willing to engage? Not really. Yeah, experience-wise, Fly is not that far behind when it comes to Shadowhunters. Also, Blade Masters, both level 3 for the level 2 Windwalk. And FoCuS is engaging into this camp. Wants this extra experience, but Fly says, nope, that's mine.
Yeah, Fly's got a better Blade Master, and he's got the big healing potion. So this looks on paper like it should be a good fight for him. But he's missing the Raider. Not having the End Snare is really annoying. And also, another Walker coming in. FoCus's tier 2 tech advantage. This is what he's going to try to leverage it into. To get this big item right here. Hex to prevent the Blade Master stealing it. Double Hex! Items on the ground! What's going on? Big mana potion goes to FoCuS. There we go. Fortuna's back.
Critter Wars. Yeah, greater mana. The Prophet called it, of course. Cool play by both of them. Heal Scroll goes to FoCuS as well. And Fly has to back off of this, despite the better Blade Master. It's not all about the sharpness of the sword. And FoCuS feels really confident. Look at this, he's pulling 3 peons.
Yeah, late game bringing them for Spirit Link damage distribution. It's kind of a classic. Fly going in, trying to take out the first Raider. Big item goes to FoCuS again. Health Stone this time, so I got mana and HP from these items. Really, really good for the Korean. And he's actually towering. We see a shop in the back, a tower coming up, and Fly doesn't want to engage in yet. He had 700 gold there for a moment. Seems like Fly was a little late on the macro. Only now comes in the Kodo. And he's still got gold to spend.
Oh boy. Yeah, we see this more and more, especially on Last Refuge. Sometimes we see the towers here on the high ground if the camp is completely cleaned up. But can be good here as well. You build this little sanctuary that you can retreat into, and FoCuS, that is the health stone right here. Don't want to spend too much mana. It's a race towards level 3, and FoCuS is miles and miles ahead.
Otis getting control with the Hex. Blade Master, oof, dropping quite low there. Heal Potion comes in handy. He's taking a fair chunk of damage despite having Spirit Link. One Raider now is going to go down, but Fly gets the Devour. Devoured a Raider as well. It's probably the most valuable target he could have gotten. Disenchants on both sides. Walker mana extremely low. Not too much Spirit Link left anymore. And the Blade Master here for Fly. Very low HP indeed. Nice speed scroll though. Gets the Kodo out of the way. Could also help out the Blade Master. FoCuS gets the sweet little surround there on the Berserker. Is going to take that one out. Big experience for him, and that's level 3.
In combination with the greater mana, are you kidding me? That is so much healing. Can he save his Raiders? Fly did a good job in moving these Kodos, but it feels like the Korean is taking full control of this. Fly sends all the peons, the proletarians, they have to fight for him, they have to save his base, but it's looking dire, and it's not getting much better. Crit's not really on his side either. The one Kodo is gone. FoCuS trying to save the walkers here. Maybe ethereal form. There's barely... there's no magic damage anymore. That's exactly what's happening.
There's an Ensnare to control the Kodo, but Heal Wave will certainly be used. It's the last Heal Wave, though. Fly, can he take out this Kodo? He needs to. Dodges the Devourer. Nicely done. The greater control outstanding. He's gonna get the kill and his own level 3. He's gonna have a heal wave here in just a moment. Blade Master might be in trouble as well. Hex! FoCuS! Oh no, FoCuS, what's happening? Loses the first hero, gives up level 4 to this crazy strong blade. And suddenly everything has turned on his head.
The power of a shop during a fight, Dreamo. That last purchase got him the mana he needed for that hex, for the heal wave. Excellent comeback by Fly. This really looked dire for him for the majority of the fight. He was down 7 to 8 supply. That's like 3 units. But the positions here with the choke can sometimes be a little wonky. Fly powered through a level advantage on the Shadow Hunter and a big mana advantage on the Shadow Hunter. That's incredible.
Yeah, a lot of that off the back of his very strong Blade Master. And now in level 4, we're going to see even more damage coming in. He's looking for the steal. Going for the kill, doing it for the thrill. He doesn't get the creep, but he gets the item Mana Stone. Absolutely amazing. And he gets the Walker as well. And FoCuS might be falling apart at the seams right here. Drops the stone on the ground. He has no chill. And the Blade Master has no more life. FoCuS has to tap out. GG. How quickly a game can turn around. It seemed like he was going to win this, but Fly, just refusing to die, stayed in this and found his opportunity.
That was crazy. I was so ready, you know, to come back and be like, oh, FoCuS just has Fly's number, guys. Like, what can I say? He seems to always do well against him, but Fly, crazy hold. Honestly, like, how did he even hold that? That was so clutch. And then after that, for him to be able, like, you know, a lot of players would have been like, okay, I've held, it's time to relax, creep a little bit, take it easy. He's like, no, right back to battle. I'm going to get a creep jack. He gets it and then secures the first win here. Crazy day of games so far. Like, really, really good games.
I enjoy it as well. Are we getting the 10th 2-0 in a row, though? Or will FoCuS finally break the curse on the next map, that is Northern Isles? A little bit of a break, and then the comeback of FoCuS or the playoff point for Fly. back at Freaky Friday, leading into Super Saturday, leading into Championship Sunday. Here at the DreamHack Summer Open, Fly takes the lead over FoCuS because FoCuS got a little bit too bloodthirsty, and the rebound was too strong for FoCuS to still defend. As Remo just leaves us. Nice Remo. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, Todd, Northern Isles is next.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was very impressed with both players. I think they kind of did what they had to, but Fly, usually he's the one attacking, he's the one pressuring, trying to break his opponents, and then he's the one losing his Blade Master at the end of that. Now, the roles were a little bit reversed. It's good to see that Fly is also able to play very well defensively. I guess he didn't really have much of a choice. Like when the opponent's attacking you like this, you kind of have to be there and defend. So, really good series so far from map number 1. Let's see if they can continue pimping out those Blade Masters a little more here.
Yeah, if you're an Orc player, this day is certainly for you so far. Okay, we'll see. Can Fly take another 2-0 victory here? Probably the best apparel in the entire WarCraft scene. Will that lead to victory here? Let's kick it off. This is Fly once again. In the red bottom left, we got FoCuS in the unusual green upper right. On Northern Isles, of course, a color that you can see very, very well. Green skin orcs, green color. Maybe that does fit. And look-a-dee, it is a Warmill. Farseer Headhunters is entering the fray. Fly with a Blade Master opening. He's sticking to his guns that won him map 1. FoCuS maybe. Time to switch things up. I like it. There was a little cheeky play on map 1 already with the tower push. That's not too normal. With the early aggression, that did work quite well, but it was just the final fight that wasn't his to take, and now relying on the Farseer and the Toothpick Headhunters, but not without producing one single grunt prior to this, to have a little bit of meat for creeping.
Yeah, the Farseer, of course, we all know how popular he has been for a long time. I think it makes a lot more sense to play him here. Last Refuge, as we saw, you can stack up the Blade Master so quickly, very, very well. Here, there's one Claws camp at the green, yes, but to get to the next Claws camp, it's kind of difficult. You would have to go to the Arachnithids over in the corner, which is always an awkward camp to creep, especially early on. So, much less chance of stacking your Blade Master that way. You could, of course, use the Marketplace, but that's a lot more expensive.
It is expensive. But maybe that's gonna be something good. I really hope we see some tier 3 Orc here. That's always the most fun in mirror matches. When there's Tauren and Walkers and everything's getting revived. And that's I think, the pinnacle of Orc mirror.
Yeah, I think so too. It can be really fun with triple hero as well. Some Orb of Lightning purges. There's a few rage-inducing games in there when you lose your game because the Purge on the Shadow Hunter from the Orb of Lightning came out at this perfect moment, 15% chance, but sometimes that's the way it is, eh? And with Critical Strike on top, some RNG can definitely be a factor there. A factor only for Fly, though. So, FoCuS. What's his strategy going to be? Is he going to play tier 3 himself? Is this going to be Berserkers? Is this going to be a push? Headhunters have also been seen with a lot of aggressive strategies, all-ins with towers and such.
Yeah, exactly. Firelord tower push. He introduced that in the matchup against Undead already, and we see this more and more. There's a lot more variety in this matchup nowadays compared to a couple of years ago. It's not always the Blade Master, the Raiders, the Walkers, and the Kodos. No, we have different options now, as we have in pretty much every matchup. Crystal Ball, not the dream. Against the Blade Master, maybe kinda nice to detect him when you maybe don't expect it. Techs 40% for FoCuS, slightly ahead for Fly, but that's just the nature of the build. Nature of the build is not to lose a grunt early though, and that is first blood for Fly. Who is
certainly gonna hurt, but if he's gonna get that level 3 Farseer here, a lot of things are possible. Level 2 Wolves early in a game, we have seen it make a difference many times before, but it's not a very easy level now to acquire. What are you gonna creep? How can you do it without being spotted? at this camp here, the item's already gone, and I'm not sure if this is enough experience.
Oh, we'll see in a second. I might be. He's not getting the tier 2 extra experience bonus, but hey, who are we to judge FoCuS? He knows it better. He's certainly better at math than the both of us combined. And boom, pretty much on the dot.
Nice. Works out very well. 503 experience. That's exactly how much he needs. Not summoning the new wolves yet. New and improved on level 2, of course. They have critical strike as well. And just more HP and damage in general. Oh, last hit not stolen by the Blade Master, but item certainly was. And the big mana potion is a wonderful find.
It is a wonderful find, and a wonderful building is the Spirit Lodge. And we see that in Fly's base, so Purge is coming for him, while FoCuS is going for the Torrent. So we get Spirit-linked Headhunters and Bloodlusted Grunts. So what's the deal?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shaman Purge, of course, very effective against the wolves. Can dispel them instantly, one-shot them with a Dispel, excuse me. Also very powerful against the potential Fire Lord push all-in Tower Rush, which is something that has been played in Orgrimmar quite a bit, but of course not going to be the case here. It will also be valuable though against Hex, which should be coming on the other side. Chain Lightning last hit, nicely done. More experience for the Farseer.
Oh, this is such a high level Orgrimmar. You love to see it. Fly with the Beastry now as well. Good defense by Fly, but can't save this peon. Couldn't save it into the burrow. Too many crits on his side of the map. And FoCuS, I think he didn't lose a single Headhunter yet.
Yeah, only the Grunt, I think, as well. But with the Shadowhunter coming out now, there's going to be a lot more chase potential, kill potential with that Hex. And it is Hex first. Really good sentries, by the way, by Fly. Kept extremely wonderful vision. And he's going to know that Shadowhunter is a danger. And he's waiting for those Shaman. About to pop out.
Any Fortress techs in the house? Not yet. Both want to stabilize on tier 2. Maybe Fly with the Purge can get a couple of connections with Grunts to Headhunters. With, of course, maybe a Speed Scroll, Blade Master, Windwalk. Could be more advanced mobility on him, but for now, he's just moving away, waiting for his tier 2 to unfold. First Shaman joining the fray, and I guess the first Raider or Coda? No, Raiders it is.
And he uses the Purge there right away. That means he's not going to have another one for Hexes to be coming out next. FoCuS steals the item there that was stolen on his side before. Scroll of the Beast for Headhunters, that can be quite nice.
That is amazing, especially when there's no AoE dispel. And he uses it right away. One Headhunter goes down, but he's getting the Raider in return. And that's a big, big, big pickup. Walker's coming in now for FoCuS, so even Spirit Link. Is he getting the Raider and the Shaman? Yeah, that's his entire tier 2 gone, basically.
Raider now has to be hexed. Finally, a new Shaman coming in. Blade Master took a good amount of damage. Hex on the Shaman right away. That one's going to fall as well.
Wow.
And FoCuS is hitting a crazy strong power spike. That Scroll of the Beast doing wonders.
Exactly, but we've been there before. FoCuS with a strong push was the aggressor in game 1 as well, but he's taking kill after kill. The Shadowhunter close to level 2 now, and if he's getting rid of that Voodoo Lounge, then the Shadowhunter can't buy any potions for a possible heal wave, and that might be lights out then. And finally a decision game, a game 3 in this Asian tournament. And yeah, looking dire for Fly.
Yeah, fighting this without Spirit Link against Spirit Link is so hard to do. And it looks like Fly is losing more and more. Can he again rely on the Blade Master as heavily as he did before? Raiders going down. The Wolves can't get dispelled. The forces are just all dwindling. And I think we're seeing the end here of Fly in map 2.
Blade Master has to carry this, but for how long? The wolves are so crazy good. And Fly only now rebuilding the shop. Can't go for potions anymore. Finally a purge again. You would love to see level 3. It's just barely level 2. Almost laughable. On the other side, Shadowhunter 2.3 kills the burrows now. Fly not supply blocked yet, but this Shadowhunter, oh, last second. Heal wave. He does have a great mana still remaining. Does he want to pop it for level 2? Feels like he has to.
Heal potion there, use as well. The shop is found. The backup shop, the second shop, it's cancelled. And FoCuS at 50 supply. He's hardly been losing anything. 50 supply and plenty of gold. FoCuS could even expand now if he wanted to. But he's not interested in second base at the moment. He's interested in killing. And he's finding more and more kills like here against the Shaman very easily. If the Blade Master falls, that must be game, and he's close to dying as well. Fly sees there's no chance anymore this game. GG. And finally, 1-1.
Ah, the curse is broken. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No crazy clutch hold this time around for Fly. I feel like not long ago when somebody would have played Farseer Headhunter against Blade Master, it almost always would be with a Firelord second and a Tower Rush. But I think people have been getting way better against that, and maybe it's just a little bit more a solid way to play to go for the Shadowhunter second here for FoCuS, who plays entirely different. And now the question is, does he try again for the same type of build? Like, was this really map dependent? And it might have been. Or does he maybe think that going Farseer Headhunter against what almost certainly will be a Blade Master could give him an advantage in map 3?
Concealed Hill is also a pretty good Farseer Headhunter map, so I wonder, will we see a Farseer mirror? Then Todd, I think you have to call Rotti if that really happens. We go into a little break and then we decide this, who's following Lin into the quarterfinal. Welcome back, especially welcome back, Remo. Glad to have your visual here at the broadcast again. Game 3, Concealed Hill, your thoughts?
Very well be a Farsier map, I think. The prime reason why you want to play Blade and do so reliably, especially against a Farsier, is if you can stack him up reliably very well. You can do that on LR, you can do that on Echo Isles, and maybe on some other maps. I think even Autumn Leaves. But here, probably a lot harder to do. There's one Claws camp, just like it is on Northern Isles, but the following damage boost is going to be much harder to come by. And with that in mind, that you can't get too many items and can't get level 3 too easy on the Blade, this could absolutely be Farseer, maybe double Farseer.
Yeah, Todd, you were laughing at me when I said this could be double Farseer. What do you think?
I think wait and see. Let's go into the game. Let's see who's laughing in a minute.
Okay, I obey, Todd, I obey. We saw the two players, we see the tail of the tape, it's always a neck-and-neck fight between these guys. And so it is today. FoCuS versus Fly, the decision in the winner bracket final of Group B. So who is actually laughing now? Everything's still possible, I guess.
It's no headhunters, it seems. So Todd is already rubbing his hands together, ready to laugh at these nerds.
It could still be, you know, here, FoCuS, boom, there. It's a delayed headhunter build. Farseer it is. Fly relies on the Blade.
We got one Farseer though, Neo. We got one Farseer. You see, so
saved.
I would say that's a good compromise. We were all right, sort of.
Wow, it's like a medal for participation. We are all right. It's a happy world.
It is, especially these next 3 days with these games, Neo. And guess what? It is Headhunters after all. Again, the delayed War Mill. I thought it was a little bit earlier on the last map, but perhaps not. So it's going to be one Grunt into Headhunters again. And Fly, not Peon Scouting against this. We've seen Lin, for example, earlier, always using that Peon Scout. Fly is trying to save those resources. It's going to take him a little bit longer to put it together. But of course, when he sees the Farseer, he'll know. And I'm interested to see how he's going to react differently now on map 3.
Oh yeah, this could be quite something. And I wonder if FoCuS is playing the third different strat on the third map, which then could be, with the tavern so close to the Orc base, a Firelord tower push. But we'll see. First of all, we creep up on both sides. Blade Master again with the claw. He's certainly blessed with them today.
See what the Farseer gets. Very nice creeping by FoCuS. He's tanking most of the damage on the Wolves, and on the Farseer and Grunt, he can just naturally heal that up with normal regen. And of course, there's always also fountains you can make use of. I thought perhaps we're going to see double Blade after all, because one thing you can do with Blade and only Blade is creep the Merchant easily. With the Windwalk trick, you bug out the High Priest, you don't have Inner Fire or Heal to worry about, which makes creeping this a lot easier. And there we see Fly getting right away the Replenishment Potion, which is the worst item right there. Pretty unlucky, 33% chance. He's gonna sell it right away.
Yeah, FoCuS is now regretting picking this Farseer. Claws and Slippers, the dream. But yeah, not too helpful right now. We go for tier 2 and more Headhunters, and he's using them a little more offensively than before, but also evasion creeping. Goes to the far outskirts, and Fly is looking for him already.
They're sort of both evasion creeping. Fly's going for the next Windwalk trick creep at the next High Priest. Gonna be decent experience there for him, hoping this time for either sentries or illusions. You really don't want to have that replenishment potion if you have those other two options. Oh, but he messed it up, kind of. There is Inner Fire here now, which makes it a lot harder to creep. But we do get illusions, which especially for the lab creep can be very helpful.
FoCuS Grunt on 9 HP. But he saves it to the fountain. It just turned nighttime. Blade Master doesn't check for it. And Wolves are hungry for some burrows.
Only level 1 Wolves, though. He needs a little bit more experience. Something at the green, for example. Mass Repair coming in. Burrow's gonna stay alive. It is expensive, though. That's a lot of gold lost. But here we see it. Wand of Illusion trying to creep the lab with 1 grunt, 1 blade. It's gonna take a little while.
Okay, Muddy gone. Next grunt gets intercepted with Ensnare. When a new unit appears, the trolls immediately get rid of it. But +9 damage, that's cool. And yeah, he can make a trip to the fountain to heal up afterwards, or use the last 2 salves. Was it worth it? Big invul potion? Pretty nice.
Gonna take 2 salves to heal up the grunt, which is always a little annoying, but gonna be good enough, I guess. Lots of lumber time required here to keep the base safe, so lumber again not the highest. Enough is there though for the lodge, but no bestiary, if that should have been the plan for Fly. Level 3 Farseer, very strong now, coming in with the Headhunters in tow, but the Blade is level 3 himself, so strong first hero for both our orcs here.
Okay, we have... Okay, an illusion at the tavern, sees if there's a fire lot or not. First blood goes to FoCuS actually. That grunt taken out pretty much immediately. The Blade Master has to do the heavy hitting against these Headhunters. FoCuS with the Shadowhunters, so it's not an all-in tower push or anything, but he's preventing tier 2 units for Fly with that Burrow kill.
I don't need to find some follow-up kills with Hex. Didn't pop the speed scroll there for Hex targeting. Kind of surprised. Could have gotten at least 1 more Headhunter, maybe even 2. Perhaps that was a mistake, not going for it. He's holding on also to the skill point. I guess he's considering if maybe he needs the heal wave. I guess Serpent Wards wouldn't be the best idea. But he's gonna pull the red. And gonna get another big item here if the block works out, which it shall.
Here we go. Yeah, pretty much perfectly. Could be the best aura in the game. Well, that is probably Vamp Aura at the fountains, but could be a very good one. Movement speed always appreciated. Mana regen always appreciated. Damage on the Blade Master always appreciated. Oh, baby. Legion Doomhorn, movement speed, HP regen. But again, he goes for Grunt Shaman.
And doing so quite aggressively. 2 grunts only along with the 2 heroes. And Fly has a nice read. He wants to find some kills over here against these Headhunters. Perhaps even a steal. He's going for the Shadow Focus. Oh, wow. Hero Focus all the way. Forget about the Headhunters.
There's no TP anymore. Used that earlier. Hex here, but Speed Scroll popped as it seems. Oh, and boom. That is the Shadow Hunter gone. And there's another Hex. Fly again. Bloodthirsty. He's getting a lot of kills. Speed Scroll to get this Farseer out. Everything is a little hurt, or the heroes are at least a little hurt for Fly, but seemingly that's no problem as he's getting another unit killed. This one shot, one opportunity. This is everything he ever wanted.
How sick of a play was that by Fly? Like, he loses the Burrow, he's super supply stuck. What does he do next? He goes to the middle, creeps the red, gets a huge item, and then he has the game sense to realize that actually he can kill heroes super easy right now with a strong blade. Fighting head-on against the Headhunters with his grunts, dangerous, but he can snipe like a surgeon the tumor out of the enemy. And that was really cool. It bought him a lot of space, but it wasn't that much experience in the grand scheme of things. The Shadowhunter for him still only level 1, only now gonna get level 2, but also, perhaps more importantly, FoCuS' Shadowhunter was slowed down in his progress as well.
I think FoCuS wanted to min-max a little to get the Tome of Agility +2 on the Shadowhunter, which is coming back now, but the Blade Master steals it away, so it's a little bit more damage here. FoCuS a little too cheeky. Didn't see the blade coming. Shadowhunter is creeping up. He got level 2 now, and it's time for the Fortress tech for the first time in this series. You know what that means.
It's a rah in the orb, lots of great upgrades, but also on only 35 supply. This looks a little scary, but let's see. Fly's game sense has been wonderful so far. We'll see if it continues to be that way. Spirit Link now protecting everything. Heal Scroll, not available on either side, surprisingly. And yeah, Fly's forces still very small, trying to save the Shaman with the Heal Wave. Blade Master, also low HP. And now we have to wonder, was this perhaps a little too fast of a tech here? A little too greedy maybe by Fly?
Would definitely suit his play. Investing a lot into items here, so he has the mana potion ready, clarity as well. But it's a similar situation to game 2, right? FoCuS is approaching the base, kills the shop right away, and tries to finish this on the back of things. The Farseer is kind of surrounded. He has no TP. Invo potion only. Can he walk out of this? Otherwise, the first hero's gone. With the big mana potion on him, but the Blade Master on the other side! It had to happen! But okay, we're just trading them, are we not? Yep, both first heroes down.
Lots of experience for the Shadow, almost level 3. They would love to go for a Tavern Revive. We actually do see Serpent Wards now perch on the Kodo. Would be a huge pickoff. And there's no heal wave here for FoCuS, remember. This could be his army dwindling little by little. Blade Master Revive has started. It's going to be a long time to hold on, though. With only the Shadow Hunter and a couple of units. One more kill and he's level 3. Oh, and he gets it.
Oh, super important. Shop is back up as well. Fly, only 1 Grunt, 3 Shaman. The Shadow Hunter's got to carry this. He's waiting for the shop. It's soon to be back. Both heroes revived at the altar. No, FoCuS switches things up. Gets the Farseer out of the tavern.
Would love to kill this Altar of Storms. He's got 1 Raider for siege damage. And of course, Fly must keep this altar alive. Needs to repair soon. Very, very soon. With more than just 1 peon. Shadow Hunter goes in deep, far forward, maybe too far. 1 ensnare finds him. And he surrounds him with a Serpent Ward. Shadow Hunter has the heal potion, doesn't use it in time. And again, the Hex comes as a surprise for Fly. And is that going to be the game lost now for him is the question.
What a beautiful execution by FoCuS. This Serpent Ward trap. Yeah, it looks like game right now. Double hero kill, level 3 for FoCuS now. 2 more Serpent Wards, more pressure. It is a little all in, but I guess it's working out. Yep, that's the Altar of Storms gone. Level 4. Lightning Shield. Oh, he's hugging that. Oh, for the Dispel. Not bad. Yeah, there is tier 3 for Fly. But that's pretty much all he got. 1 Grunt down. Blade Master and Snared. I was worried for him for a second. FoCuS might not have heal wave, but certainly heal scrolls as he's taking a trip to the shop. And this is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful heal wave.
Yeah. Double scroll, it's going to be so much healing, and Fly, it seems like he's going to run out of juice here momentarily if the blade dies. And it's so painful when the blade dies with the Invul Potion. When you surround the Farseer there, next to his own main building, if he pops the Invul, that game is his. But 1 mistake, FoCuS able to punish it right away, and now easy kills on these Shaman. There's an Invul still left, there's a heal scroll still left. FoCuS gonna win this game, and the Blade Master is seemingly gonna die one more time. He actually levels up, but not enough to survive. Chain Lightning finishes the job. GG, and FoCuS to win this game and get first place in the group.
Ooh, and Fly. That tech to tier 3.